Hello, this is Mr. Smith, and that rolls off the tongue a lot easier. This is a video that I'm making in response to Lazy Perfectionist 1, who made a video entitled Atheist Thoughts on Death. Now, I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a theist either. I'm not really sure where I lie. I'll get to that sometime later, but it's an interesting question, and I said I would make a video about it, so here we are. Anyway, in the past, as I was growing up, I grew up in a Christian household. I had a pretty sure fix on what happened after you died. You waited until Judgment Day, and then you get judged and go to heaven or hell. Pretty simple. But after I got to a certain age, I started asking questions because I'm a generally curious person. I started thinking more and more about it. Eventually, I moved away from my parents, and I moved to the other side of the country in Washington State. And when I got there, it was like a door opened up to me, and I started looking into all these different types of philosophy, religions, just a lot of different things I hadn't read before. Maybe it was maybe it was me being in a new city. It's rekindled that spark. I don't know. But started looking into a lot of different things, and started getting a lot more questions that the Bible couldn't answer. A lot of them concerning death and hell and other inconsistencies. So eventually this reached a boiling point in which I came to a crossroads. On the one hand, I could do what I'm doing, or I could continue what I was doing, which is learning more and asking questions, and possibly suffer God's ire for asking the wrong questions or coming up with the wrong interpretation or what have you. Or I could continue just being a good Christian and be quiet and just trust that my questions will get answered sometime later. And I chose the former. Although the choice of the former caused me to, for the first time, fear about death, because I was afraid I was afraid to go to hell. I was afraid of, for my eternal soul, as it were, being Christian and all. Because to me, the concept of hell itself was ridiculous. So, after much thought, I just scrapped the whole thing. I said, if there is a God, and he's supposed to be all-knowing and loving, etc., which would he punish? The person that believes anything that's told to them, or the person that tries to find out actual truth? And I mean, you can't really fake this kind of stuff, this whole belief thing, so, it was pretty much done, and I was out of Christianity and religion and a lot of different things concerning that whole genre of thought. And, so I started looking into different types of philosophy, like Stoicism, which is one of my favorites. And I don't know, years passed, but in short, after I left Christianity, I no longer had any sort of fear of death, and it was more of a curiosity as to what happens afterwards, because everyone has an opinion. opinion. Some say that, there's darkness, nothing happens. Some say that you go to heaven or hell or the Elysian Fields or Valhalla or whatever. There's no real way to know until it happens. And so I'm curious. And, I can't say that I don't want to live, because I want to live as long as I can, but there will come a time that that I become weary and I would like a bit of rest. So that'll be an interesting day for me. As far as funerals go, I don't really want one. I'd rather be buried in a pine box underneath a fruit-bearing tree. Because as a vegetarian, I've eaten a lot of plants. I just finished eating 5 apples. Juicy. But I guess it would be a symbolic gesture in returning my body to the earth and to the plants that sustained me for so long. So, in closing, my thoughts on death are riddled with curiosity. And I'm glad that someone else is opening a dialogue concerning this subject, because it's going to happen to us all, so might as well talk about it. I mean, just ignoring it is not going to make it go away. And we're all going to go through it. We're all going to know people that go through it. So, let's get it out in the open. And let the discussions begin. Well, that's it. Good day.